Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Flight 96 podcast. I'm your host, Hunter Foreman, and today on the phone, I have another battle rap legend, battle rap icon, whatever you want to say. He's not a bully like the last one. He's not a New York bully. He is from New York, but he usually outclasses and outswags people off 3 rounds alone. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone right now is Goodz Da Animal. Goodz, what's going on?
What's up, man? What's up? Who else you had up there?
I had Math. Math was last episode. I had Jerry West and I had Chef Trez.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. First things first, man. I met you in Houston. I was able to chop it up with you for a little bit in Houston. How was your experience overall? Like before the battle, during the battle, after the battle, like how was Houston for you personally?
Man, Houston is. I've been to a couple of cities, couple of places, man. Houston might be number one right now. I actually want to come back out there, because I had to work, so I was able to enjoy myself, but I still had to worry about the battle. So I want to come back out there and just nothing to do and just enjoy myself. But I hit a lot of places, man. Address on Sundays is crazy. I hit so many different places. I was going like 4 different spots a day.
That's crazy.
Before the battle, after the battle, day of the battle, so it was crazy, man. Houston is definitely in my top 3 places I would go all the time.
Wow, that's crazy. They showed you a lot of love out there, man. Like they really did.
Definitely. But because the one thing with me, man, I feel like when you watch me, you might get a different perception of me. You might think I'm like real cocky, but when you see me in person and talk to me, I'm actually real down to earth. Like I try to dap up or talk to as much fans as I can. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in any battle. You know, to the point where, the dudes is with me is like, oh, we gotta go. And, I just be trying to talk to as much people as possible and get their outlook on things and just have regular conversation with them about the battles and stuff like that.
What was so cool about everybody, when I was down there, was that everybody was so approachable. Like, nobody was Hollywood, and I respect that a lot. Like, I was able to hang out with Math almost the whole day I was down there, like the whole day of the event. So he was he was real cool to me and my brother, and and when I saw you out there, I was like, man, I gotta tell Goodz what a crazy performance, because I saw the interview on Hip Hop Is Real TV, shout out to Knowledge, about basically you recapping like the whole battle. But I want to specifically talk about that second round, dude. Like, first of all, that's the first time. That was my first ever battle rap event ever, but this was the first time of me watching you not. I think the best word to describe it is emotional, but like in a good way. Like you put the cup down and you was telling Rock, you was talking to Rock like, listen, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna get in your face and I'm gonna talk to you, because all of this, like you wasn't, there was barely. You would mix it with gun bars, but that wasn't the majority of your round. You was when you were talking about how he was the man in battle rap, but that don't mean anything outside of that. I was like, talk to, and I walked up to you with a Cave Gang shirt on, and I was like, why'd you talk to my man Rock like that? Come on, man.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That actually was the beginning of the third. That actual line.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad.
But I hear what you're saying. The whole second was basically that whole thing of that bar right there. So I understand how you would put that there. Yeah. But that's actually what I wanted to go in there and do. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to go in there, and I feel like with different battlers, everybody has a different approach. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my approach is always going to be different than somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just, I have my own unique way of breaking somebody down. Just like, every other battle rapper do. They might have their own unique way of breaking an opponent down. When I battled with Rock, I had my own way I wanted to go into it. And me turning up like that in a second was Like, period. And I know it's going to shock people and make people like, because they don't see me do that a lot. So that was the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? The whole point is to show people, look, I could do what these dudes do, and possibly do it better if I really want to sit here and do what they do. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But for me to talk the rock the way I needed to, I had to get like that.
I felt like you what was crazy is that for a minute during that second round, I felt like you just took the crowd out of your mind and just like, okay, me and you need to have a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For a little bit. Like, because me and my brother, I was on stage for Loso and Scotty and DNA and JC. Shout out to Math for that. Something happened to where we couldn't get back on stage, but we wasn't tripping. It was we could hear better in the crowd. But me and my brother were in the back over where they did Champion, and we were just sitting there, and my brother was like, "Yo, he is talking to him," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, and this was my brother just got into battle rap. I introduced him to it, and he was sitting there. He was kind of like, "Man, like." This I heard gun bars the entire night, but Goodz is like really talking to him, talking about putting 20,000 down on a house and you know what I'm saying, taking care of his family and making boss moves and doing all this other stuff. And he's like, I didn't hear that the entire night until he got to, you know, your battle. And he says you won 3-0. You know, I have to watch it again because I heard
some people say that. I don't think either way it was a 3-0. This is my opinion. I think it was a 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? However you want to call it. I mean, I think K-Rock went in there and did K-Rock. I don't think K-Rock was like he took off at all. Like took off a day. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and did what he does. He showed up. He was electrifying. I think K-Rock went in and did what he do. You know what I'm saying? I think the fact that maybe they just never heard nobody talk to K-Rock, I guess the way I did, that's, I feel like what maybe edged me to battle. You know, I feel like I did win 2-1, but I do also feel like if somebody else said Rock 2-1, I wouldn't get upset. It's like, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I think for the most part, you know, people know what it is, really. You know, and I think just because it was two things that was done in that battle that was never done, and that's somebody beating Rock in the second round, like not even beating him. It was just like, you know, the second round was the clearest round out of the whole battle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the fact that the second round is so strong, that he's the second round king, it's like I wanted to go in there and do that. You know what I'm saying? So and I did it. And it was like, all right, this is how I had it pictured. So that was one thing, and him choking. I mean, I'm sorry, not him choking. Rock never choked. Him getting booed in the second was another thing that never, you know, happened. So, and I feel like that just plays off of. I feel like the crowd actually, because I could have said, shout out to the crowd and shout out to the people that when they watch it really pay attention to the whole battle and pay attention to the things I was talking about. Because you're going to have fans that go, fuck, I don't like Goodz. So I like the Rockets fan. So that's it. I'm not really going to pay attention. But that's what the fans do. If the fans like somebody more, that's what they do. But then you got some real fans that, you know, I have people that hit me up saying, I had Rock beat me 3-0. But I got to give it to you. You beat him. And it's hard for me to say it. I had people hitting me saying that. And that's real to me. Because if you could admit you had Rock beat me 3-0, I could take that.
Yeah.
I got that the whole time leading up to the battle. You know what I'm saying? I got the 2-1s and the 3-0. I was a super underdog. They put up a poll and Rock was beating me 86% or 14% or some wild shit.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is like, all right, I could take that. You know, if you feel different after the battle, at least admit that. And I did get a lot of that, and I think that was dope. I think when people pay attention to the battle, pay attention to some of my second round and the first and how everything went together from first, second, and third stuff I was talking about, you'll appreciate what I did. I think by the time it got to the second, everything I spoke about sunk into the fans' head. And that's why they wasn't letting certain shit slide that they would normally let slide.
Yes, absolutely. My thing with this battle was kind of like when when Rock went in his second round after he got booed. I was like, how is he gonna recover from this? And I was like, man, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I had Rock winning as well, but I had him 2-1. What's crazy is I had you taking the first. I had you in my prediction. I had you taking the first and Rock taking the second and the third. I don't know. I just that's just what I felt. I was just like, okay, Goodz is definitely yeah. And then after the battle, I was just like, Goodz took that. Like I have to be honest with myself. I'm not gonna sit here and just put on a front just because you know what I'm saying. I'm a big supporter of Rock, the whole cave actually. But I'm gonna be completely honest. I was like, Goodz got Rock. Like I'm gonna be completely honest. Like it wasn't like I was like fighting it. You know what I'm saying? It was just okay. That's just what happened. But if people were to say like I heard people saying like that was a bad Rock. You know, Goodz got lucky or something like that. And I'm like, no. First of all, Rock never slacks ever. I rarely see Rock on like a B+ game or like an A- game. He is always on his A+ game all the time. Doesn't matter what battle, you know. And the fact that he was, you know, he took the battle before last time he battled was in I believe Disaster in LA. So from November till now, you know what I'm saying? Rock had a large amount of time to get his stuff together, and I believe you battled last time on URL it was Double Impact, I believe.
Yeah.
Double Impact. Yeah. So you had, and I think you took a little bit of 1-rounders, you know, in between there.
I took a bunch of 1-rounders in between. Not a bunch, but I took some 1-rounders in between that.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You guys were I knew either way, like you guys were gonna come with some of your best material. Like that second round is and no boost, but I'm being real when I say this. That second round that you had is gonna be like a moment like that gets played back, like the first time that someone, you know, kind of stripped the power away from Rock. Speaking of that,
I don't know. They don't. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you good. Go ahead, Goodz.
Nah, what I was gonna say was I don't feel like they never give me that credit. They don't want to give it to me. Like that second round might be. Well, let me not say that because I'm not saying. But let's say it was. Let's say that you feel like that second round might be one of the best second rounds of all time, or one of the best second rounds of the year, or
yes, absolutely.
They don't want to give me that. They don't want to give me. They're not gonna get at me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do this for the stats or like what people say. I do it because I know I got fans that actually fuck with me, and I do it for battle rap and the consistency of it. Like I'm always gonna go up there and give. I don't take off, no matter if you like me or not. I go up there and give the weak rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Always prepared. Always prepared.
Yeah, just so, and I'm gonna continue to do that. So that's it. But I cut you. What you about to say?
No, I was gonna say like about your second, like, or about you stripping the power away. What I was gonna say was that have you like noticed sometimes that you can strip that power away from somebody? Like the T-Top battle, you stripped that power away from him, and you got not necessarily the crowd to turn on him, but you got the crowd faster than he did. And you know, you controlled the battle. Same thing you did with Rock. And I've seen this in a lot of battles. I've seen it in the Verb battle. You just know how to capture, like, not necessarily the entire everybody in the building, but just a big section of it, and just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna play to them. They're really fucking with me, so I'm gonna play to them, and then that's just gonna spread out through the rest of the building. I'm definitely just gonna have the crowd in the palm of my hands.
Yeah, I mean, you close on what you're saying. I just think everybody got their strong points.
Yes.
In battle rap. I just feel like you know, I'm just somebody that, and it's the things I was told that, you know, I didn't know, but sometimes you do stuff and you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of, I was trying to walk in the room, and if I start talking like I can capture everybody's attention.
Yes.
And that's not something I even looked at. Like, nah, that's not me. Well, I'm just talking. But for whatever reason it is, it's just I don't want to say the talent. It's just something you have.
It's an it factor, kind of.
It. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So about certain things, I mean, Rock runs URL right now when it comes to, he's the top of the food chain.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the very top of URL when it comes to URL, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, all right, you could be the top of URL. You could even run URL. But when you get up there with me on that stage, I'll run that building. Until I leave. That's my mind. Until I walk off this stage, this is mine. I don't care who I'm up there with.
Talk, good.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk.
So what I do is when I'm on stage and I start rapping, I find a way. It's not even find a way. I just know just the way I rap is set up for me to connect with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody that's in front that I can see. As far as I can see, I'm gonna connect with all of them. Even if they the other opponent fans. But even if they don't want me to win, I'm gonna look them dead in their face when I'm talking until I get that ball was hot. That's all I need one time. Because now you're trying to change the way you think. You was going for him, but now you're trying to say, wait, that was hot.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me listen. Let me open up a little bit. And it starts with that, and it just trickles throughout the whole crowd. I just know how to connect with them on stage and make them feel what I'm saying, because 99.9% of the time what I'm saying is real. I'm not saying a bunch of fictional stuff like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like my gun's so big and all, like I don't really do that type of stuff.
You kept your gun bars to a minimal in the rock battle though. The majority of your material in your 3 rounds was just really just talking to him. Really.
That was the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point. But then when I did, I saw somebody write. They was like, yo, when Goodz did do a gun bar, it was fire. It was so much different.
Yes.
Which I don't think. I let other people talk like that. I think Rock, like I said, is fucking incredible when it comes to his punches and the shit he's saying. His gun bars, it'd be incredible. So I don't think like that, but I know I did have some good or some crazy gun bars in there, like the one-arm sling shit, and I knew it right, when I was going into it, like
the snub Glocks. The snub Glocks, I like that one.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
When I saw the registered into your glove, I was like, talk to him.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Yeah. I was, man.
That's one of my favorite lines. I'm gonna tell you, it's so crazy because my favorite lines might be. That's one of my favorite lines, and it's crazy. My favorite line out of the whole battle, and to anybody else, it might not be. And this is what I like, because I'm different. So my favorite line that I said in that whole battle was, I think it was in that You See the Difference scheme. The snow shit. Was it that? Yeah, I don't like stuff in the snow. My coat pure.
Yes. Yeah.
That's my favorite line I said in the whole joint. It was so real, man. Like, every time I said that line, I got chills. Me. So even when I was rehearsing it, I don't know why that line just made me get chills. Me. And I normally don't even get like that, like when I'm rapping.
Yeah.
That one line, yo. But that and the glove box shit, those 2 lines gave me chills every time I said it.
That was crazy.
When I get up there, I already know, like, I'm going to get them chills, so they going to get it.
Yeah.
One line I thought that should have got more reaction. And I can't remember if it did, but you'll be able to. But I feel like it should have got more reaction. I'm saying it should have got more reaction because if I can't remember if it did, then that means it should have got more. It was in the first round.
Okay.
When I did the come talk with a goon, gun bar king. RoboCop walking the room.
Yes.
I feel like that line should have.
Well, the thing is that when people do RoboCop bars, you know what I'm saying? As Tech Nine would like to say, that's probably some OBC, so you probably caught some flack for that. So, I mean, maybe OBC, outdated bar commission. That's something that Tech Nine do on Champion, and that.
But I know about the point, not against Rock.
Yes, and I understand that, and that's why I reacted to the bar. I was like, that's something, but that's something I never heard before. That's a RoboCop bar I haven't heard before.
That's right, and everybody said RoboCop bars, but Gunball King, I could have said newer people.
Yes.
Type of Marvel people, but RoboCop is known for getting shot at by multiple guns.
Yes. That's my brother reacted to that one too.
That's what the whole movie is about. So,
yes.
If I say an X-Man or something like that, the X-Men, whoever Marvel character is in it, that's not going to be what it's about. They're going to be able to do, you could say Juggernaut, you could say Thing maybe, or whatever, but that's not.
Or Iron Man or something like that.
Iron Man, but it's not based on, you think of Iron Man, you got sitting there with a bunch of guns being shot at him and he's hitting them and he's good.
Yeah.
You think, well, type of shit happening to him.
Yeah.
RoboCop is just the perfect thing. Talk with a goon. Gunball King to RoboCop
walk in the room.
RoboCop, that's the whole thing. You can shoot at RoboCop all you want. It's not gonna do nothing.
And my brother reacted to that one. He had a little bit of Sprite and vodka in him. He took a drink. He put his drink down. He was like, "That was hard." Like he said, he turned to me and said, "That was hard."
Yeah.
Overall,
but that.
No, what I was saying was like, you were able, like, there was a lot of good lines. Not even on Rock's side too. Like you had great material. Rock had great material as well. This is your king bar. I was like, yo, okay, we got a battle.
Crazy. It's like that was crazy.
Yes.
Man. I kind of feel like his first should have been his second. But when you write, you never know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his first should have been his second, but I do feel like whatever round he said, I think my second still would have. It still would have went the same way. It would have been a little better.
Yeah.
I think I still would have won the second over the shit I was talking about. But Rock, this is the thing though. Let me think of Rock. Well, that was one of my favorite bars from Rock.
There was I'm trying to think of.
There was a lot. It's Rock. Though.
Yeah, it's Rock because it's always everyone.
Fucking crazy bars.
Yes, absolutely.
You always gonna get a whole bunch of crazy bars, man.
What made me mad about his kind of thing is that I think I don't know if you remember if you were there when he battled Hollow or if you watched the battle with Hollow, Rock versus Hollow.
I was there. I was in the building.
Yeah, so I felt like that Houston scheme he should have saved for you in Houston. That he used versus Hollow for you.
He didn't know he was battling me though, so you can't think like that.
Oh, okay, I got you.
We never knew. Like we never these battles every battle don't be set up prior to like me and Rock was supposed to battle on Value 2. We didn't even know we was battling on No.
Yeah.
We were supposed to battle we're supposed to battle Value 2.
Mm-hmm.
So us battling on Value 2, that didn't happen for whatever reason. I mean I was ready, but for whatever reason it didn't happen. It got pushed to known, but they always kind of have me on a known. But that's what I really do. The Summer Madness, I always do the known because the Summer Madness don't really be like big. Like the cards for known be bigger to me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
You know, so like you know what I'm saying. So I don't really be pressed to do like a Summer Madness. And remember they skipped one.
Yeah.
So like that, the gnomes always be around. So it's like they got pushed to gnome. They probably had that plan anyway. And I think it was even better that it was on Gnome. So
Gnome's kind of your stage. Like you're known for most of your like big moments happened on Gnome stages. Like you versus T-Top, you versus Averb, you versus Rock. Yeah, and a question that I want to get into talking about your past performances. We can go, we can travel back in time a little bit. Go to Averb. The one question I got for you about the Averb battle was Did you realize that you got one, if not the best showtime? Like you stood in front of the best showtime?
I got the best showtime ever.
Yes.
Man, that is showtime. Nobody never rattled me on stage. Like, even when the crowd was wilding in the first for Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because Rock bring the energy and all you gotta do is do what they want you to do or what they expect to see from you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And with Rock, I mean with I don't get rattled. That's what I'm saying. I don't really get rattled. Even with Rock, even when the crowd's going crazy, if you watch, I'm just sitting there, I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just can't. My second, y'all doing this now. When I go in this second, y'all gonna understand. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but when A-Verb did that, man, like that, I said, man, that shit was hard.
That had the body, that had the building rocking. Building was rocking after that showtime. Mm-hmm. Even after the first line. Like after the first line of the showtime, I was like, okay, Verb, all right, relax, man. You good still gotta go. Like you can't just be doing this. But and the thing is with that battle, like you kind of showed the same, somewhat aggression when you went into the Ibaka scheme. The Serge Ibaka. I'm known for taking blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like you was like, woo, let's go. Like, and you showed that same kind of aggression in your second round versus Rock. So everything's kind of correlates together. But when we get to T-Top, I felt like that was a whole different demeanor. You didn't get as aggressive with him, but I still gave you the battle. But I just felt like you when you battled T-Top, I felt like you let your lines speak for themselves. Like you didn't have to put a lot of performance in there. I mean, when you did the we don't talk, we do something about we don't talk, we do walk ups.
We don't do drive. Yeah, I forgot the line.
Yeah, we don't do drive-bys, we do walk-ups. Yeah. That when I was like, okay, that didn't need performance, but that was crazy. I was like, okay, all right, good. Let's keep it going.
Because the approach, there's different approaches for different people. See, what the battle rappers do is, they got their one way they go into battles. I don't do that. I got an approach for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you watch me though, my style is aggressive, smooth.
Absolutely.
It's aggressive. If I can describe my style, it's aggressive, smooth.
Absolutely.
It's not just laid back. It's aggressive laid back. You know what I'm saying? Because I get aggressive, I talk into my face, and I go back to my smooth shit, crack a joke, and go back into the heart. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? For Rock, I know I had to turn it up. That's the man I wanted to turn it all the way up with no letdown. I wanted my voice to be going when I was done. That's how much I wanted to talk to. That was the whole approach for that. Against T-Top, my approach for T-Top was, I'm the boss, you the worker. I'm a show. That's
because I remember you. I remember you saying in an interview because, like I told, I was able to talk to Charlie Clips, good friend of yours. I was able to talk to him, and he was hanging out with us for a little bit. We were at a gas station, and I was just sitting there, just talking to him for a little bit. And I told him, I said, "What's crazy about y'all? Like when y'all do certain things like that, like when y'all do when y'all get do the aggressive smooth like the style that you have, like you can do that, but you can do that because that fits you. But if someone else tries to do what you do, it'll make them look stupid."
That's the point, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think legends are legends because they got their own style, and if somebody do what they do, you're automatically gonna say, "Oh, he's trying to be like Goodz,
mm-hmm.
He's trying to be like Calico,
mm-hmm.
or he's trying to be like Cliff, or he's trying to be like Surf, he's trying to be like Rock." Or, you know what I'm saying? And you automatically, somebody come rapping like, and I was gonna say, nigga do something rapping like Moose. Or he trying to be like Luck. Like B. Cam, he got that whole style. He got is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's similar to Luck. He's rapping like Luck. we already created.
Exactly. Y'all created the styles. Y'all created the styles.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, when I do, that's just me. So, if somebody else comes doing it and they try to rap like they're automatically going to say he's trying to rap like Goodz. It's automatic.
Quick question on, you looking back on your entire battle career and even in your music career as well. What would you want your legacy to be whenever you decide to, for lack of better words, hang it up or retire? What do you want people to remember Goodz by? Whenever you say, all right, man, this rap stuff, I'm out.
I mean, it's not what I want them to remember me by. I would ask and when I'm done, like, what do they remember me by? Like, when you think of Goodz, I think the first thing I'm going to think of, your Goodz is a smooth, cool ass nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was the smoothest nigga in battle rap. Because I hear people say it, and I'm with all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to, whoever to remember me as what they remember me, period.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? But, I do want them to know that, I mean, no matter what, I've won it every time. No matter if you thought I won or lost or whatever. And I feel like I'm one of the more consistent battle rappers.
Yes, absolutely.
I know I don't battle as much as other battle rappers, but that's for a reason. That's because I want to stay consistent. When I put too much on my different battle rappers, they put too much on their plate, and that's why they don't stay consistent.
Absolutely.
Because you put too much on your plate. I know how to stay consistent.
And that's just with becoming, that's just, not besides, like outside of battle rap. I feel like you, when actually, I'm going to be completely honest with you, and this is, I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but it's kind of humbling. When I saw you outside, I was like, all right, I'm going to have to do this. Because I had introduced myself to a lot of people. I met John, I met Rum Nitty. I said what's up to Rock. I talked to Clips. Talked to Big Cannon was there. A Ward was there. Low. So I spoke to almost every battle rapper besides DNA, JC, Twerk, and Surf. I believe so. And when I saw you out there, I was like, man, that's Goodz Da Animal. Like, you have this aura that you kind of built for yourself, where it's like sometimes like I have friends who also watch battle rap and be like, dude, Goodz is like Goodz is like is really the cool kid at the cool kids table. Like, you always be joking, and like you be saying in your battles, like how you always be joking about that in your battle. Like, you give off that aura, but you're super cool though. Like, you ain't like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're never the type of person to act Hollywood for anybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and I say this with A Ward, I say this with Math. I feel like the person that's on that stage is Goodz the person. And Goodz the battle rapper and Goodz the person are not two different completely people. They're the same person. And I always appreciate that whenever I see battlers. That's the first thing I look for is, you know what I'm saying? If I watch one of their battles, I'm immediately going to one of their interviews because I want to see how they act. You know what I'm saying? Outside of battle rap or something like that. And I feel like, when I approached you and I said, man, that was the first time I ever, like, that's crazy. That's the first time I ever seen you like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real aggressive and real up in Rock's face. And the fact that I was there to see that was like live for the first time ever was crazy. Right. Because it was like, you kind of make Gnome like this is your event. Like, you're Mr. Night of Main Events, kind of. You've made your stamp as like, this is my stomping grounds. Wherever Gnome is at, whether you could take it to the Urban Plaza, or whether you can take it to Houston, or take it. I think Gnome 2 was in Chicago. I think. And so you keep doing you, and it's just like. And I just respect the hell out of that. So,
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Couple quick questions. Favorite bar you ever wrote, whether it was in a song or whether it was in a battle. Well, what's one of your favorite bars you ever wrote? Period.
That's good. I mean, I could think of a few of mine. Like I said, that Coke Pure. I tell you, that shit gave me goosebumps. That's one of my favorite bars I ever wrote. I don't have one favorite bar. I might have a favorite bar from every battle.
Oh, okay.
Something that stands out to me. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
like I said, I like that joint. You know what I'm saying? The Bird battle, I think the Ibaka shit was my favorite joint.
Mine was the Gucci trench coat. Was the Gucci trench coat?
Oh, no. That's my favorite joint.
Yeah, that was mine. That's mine. That's mine.
That's my Gucci trench coat, matching bucket. It's like fishing gear.
Yes.
Put me on any block in this world.
I'm get it there.
Yeah. But it went all that whole setup. That bar. That was my favorite setup in that whole battle. Against T-Top. Damn, against T-Top it was.
I like the leftovers. The slugs come through your right side and push your left. I like that. I like that one.
That's not my. That would be my favorite. So, and for me, my favorite. See, my team is different. It's more of talking to you, boss.
Yes.
My favorite joint in the T-Top battle was the opener to the second. I don't hear you.
Oh yes. That was crazy because and that brings up another point of what you're really good at. Your believability is ridiculous. Your believability is ridiculous. Like when you was talking about, I just brought this new diamond ring. I think I paid about $45. I just got this new joint outside. I'm hoping that shorty live. What else? I love my man, my new ratchet. I hope I get it back. And then you just turn the T-Top and said, I was like, I know. They know this doesn't make sense. That's exactly what I hear when y'all rap. I don't hear you. I was like, you probably got all of that right now. Like you have all of that. Like, and that's what's crazy. Like I really don't think like sometimes because sometimes like I've watched battle rap for 4 years, but I'm the type of person when I like something, I want to know everything about it. So I've watched, the We Go Hard battles. I've seen, I've seen your battles with Jeffrey and Chris Petty and Billy Boondocks, and so I do all my research. So when I see you, you know what I'm saying, I see you progress from each battle. Like I've watched you versus Hollow. A couple of times I watched you versus Ice. You know what I'm saying? So that was it's weird because you say you don't get rattled, and I see it. Like I see it. Like I may be just watching it on the screen, but I could see it. Like you got your Henny, you're just chilling. Like this bar is mediocre. But wait till it's my turn. Wait till it's my turn. Just watch. And I feel like that's good. And then when you talk about your diamond rings and you know what I'm saying, you just dropped $20K on a house, I believe you. Like there's no reason like usually when I watch battles, I'm like, yeah, he's lying. Like I can see him, I can see what he's rapping. Like, yeah, he's lying. I can see that. But when you talk about it, it's not grown man. It's grown man bars too, but you also talking grown man business too. Like, cause you talking about closers, and I was like, Goodz is a battle rap businessman. That's the best way to explain it. Is that you're a battle rap businessman. You don't play with your money. You don't play and you don't play around with bars. When you are standing in front of somebody, your only mission to me is to 3-0. And
right, and that's what I go in there for.
Exactly.
I don't go in there to have good battles. I don't never go into a battle to have a good battle. I don't care. I'm gonna be real. I don't really care that the fans want to see a good battle. I don't want that. Y'all want to see a good battle. I want to go in there and kill him. I want him to choke, fuck up, don't get through his shit, whatever. I don't care, whatever he do. But I want to go in there and 3-0 somebody, and that's how I approach every battle. So me saying that is I approach battles like that because I can't stop. Like that's just my mind frame. But the fact that I approach battles like that, you're not gonna beat me. It's either we're gonna have a good battle,
or you're gonna lose. Yeah, or you're gonna lose.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So, or you're gonna lose. It's that thing. It's about what you do. I'm coming in there all put together.
Yes, absolutely. And I knew it was dangerous because I didn't see you the whole day in Houston. I didn't see you until you walked out on stage. And I was like, that's a dangerous sign. Like I saw Rock once or twice, but I didn't see you. And I was like,
yeah, he bugged up. People don't think. I don't think Rock should have walked out with Bridge. The Clips battle, Clips is my man.
Absolutely.
I didn't walk out with Clips. You know what I'm saying? And Clips is nowhere about it. He's like, nah, still Clips staying. Hey, I'm only gonna go out when it's my turn to battle. I don't want nobody to see me until I walk out there.
And the crowd gave you a warming welcome.
I want everything. Yeah, I want everything. I want all that. You know what I'm saying? Rock walked out. They saw him already, but they're still Rock. So they're still going to go crazy. But they saw him. He was just out there for the bridge, and they came back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't want it to be like that. I wanted it to be just the first time y'all see me. I want them. Y'all know what I got on. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I want everything to be seen for the first time.
Speaking of that, I think, and this is no joke, this is me being dead serious, that is the first time I ever saw somebody with a matching outfit on with the Yeezys. With the matching shirt. That's the first time I ever seen that. I was like, yo, this, because I saw you, because I didn't see your feet when we was on stage. And then when we went outside, and then we was at the that food truck out there that I was hanging out with y'all out there. I looked and I was like, this dude Goodz got a matching Yeezy shirt with the shoes to go with it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why I want everybody to see me. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody was caught up in Rock. Like, you better not come up here with this and come up here all fresh. And what I don't understand, what people don't understand is Rock did a very good job making people side with him more.
Yes. He promoted the battle really good to me, in my opinion.
He did a very good job, and that's why I had to come back with a vlog and kind of, and kind of break that down. But he did a very good job of saying that and saying no drop spots. And saying he programmed these people's minds to expect that. Or say, Goodz better not come in. Now, if I would have never said nothing, Goodz better not come in here over president. Yeah, word up, Rocky. So when I did my vlog talking about it, it's like, like, are you crazy, nigga? I'm gonna be the freshest nigga in the building. That's what I do. This is not what I get up and plan. It's like, I don't have an outfit. I don't go buy an outfit for the battle.
I believe that.
I want to put on out of my closet.
I believe that.
Like, this is not. You get what I'm saying? This is not something. Like, all right, now I know I'll have an idea of what look I want to go for. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a costume. This is not a costume.
Yeah, this is me.
Yes.
You see me regularly.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't know. When I'm chilling right now, I'm not dressed right now, man. I got on some track pants and some running sneakers and a t-shirt. Like, this is how I come out if I'm not doing nothing.
That's just you.
I'm not even expecting you to get fully fresh, all jewelry on, to be out here doing nothing.
Absolutely.
I would never do it. If I'm not doing nothing, I'm so dressed, so regular. I'm chilling. The only time I really throw on everything to the left when I'm going to do something. So, but that's what I'm saying. So I be having shit because I don't get dressed like that all the time. So when I go into a battle, this is not a costume for me. This is me. So you telling me don't come in like this? You sound crazy. I'm gonna come in 10 times like this. I'm gonna go up here and rap like me and be 10 times better. I'm not gonna switch it up for you. I know what I gotta do.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know what I got. So I was still giving people the same thing, the same swagger, the same aura, whatever they expect from me. You know what I'm saying? Or expect me to give them is what I was giving them, just 10 times more.
Yes, absolutely. Couple more questions. We'll switch gears here to the music side. What was crazy is and what I mean by accident, it literally I hit shuffle on my phone, it came on. I was driving home from work and I heard Goodz in the House. I have that on in my library on my Apple Music. And I was kind of like thinking, because I had our interview coming up, and I was just like, let me ask because I know you dropped the EP, Life is Goods, out on Apple Music, out on all streaming services. Go get that. And then you drop a couple singles, after that, a little like here and there, just kind of sporadically, just a little bit. What's next for you on the music side? Do you have anything in the works? You focus on other things? What's going on?
I actually recorded a song probably like a few days ago, like while the rock, like after the rock battle. I'm actually about to drop it. Yeah, so I got more time now. I don't really have no battles in mind, so I'm not. I got time to work on other things and all that. So I actually just recorded the song. I think it's dope. I think coming up the rock battle is especially dope. I think it shows that same side.
Okay.
From the rock battle, and I think it's dope. So you can see that, and I should be dropping that on. It should be everywhere in a couple of days. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal.
Okay.
Google Play, iTunes, whatever. It should be everywhere. It should be out. I'm gonna shoot a video for it.
Nice.
I'm focusing on. I got a couple of things in the works. I can't talk about them yet until it's time.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a few things in the works. I'm just trying to work. That's all.
And that I respect that.
I'm trying to do whatever. Like I'm trying to work.
As another question, when we were talking about wardrobes and outfits and all that stuff, I have to ask. Did you have any inspiration of where that side comes from? You know what I'm saying? Where you come in with the gold jacket or the True Religion or the new J's or the Yeezys on. Do you have any inspirations to your fashion sense? Some or is that just come to you original?
Yeah, everybody around me is just like that.
Okay.
Like the dudes I hang with, my peoples, whatever, they just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm into fashion. I don't just buy it because it's a habit. You got it. I'm into fashion. I do what I like. I like putting stuff together. I like, what I'm saying? I like finding that shirt that matches with the Yeezys. Or I like taking, these Yeezys is gray and orange. They got they got some orange pants that's fire. They faded, they orange. Let me do those with a gray shirt. Nobody would do this. This is gray and orange. I just like putting things together.
Okay.
So, what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to dressing and all. I'm just into fashion. That's all it really is. Some people in a lot of things. That's another interview. My man spent $100,000 on equipment for a studio. You know what I'm saying? That's what he into. He into all that shit. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I know one of my other men. He's in a car. He never stay in the same car. He always got the newest car. That's what he do. That's what he like. You know what I'm saying?
And what's
me, I don't. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
What I was saying was the inspirations that I see sometimes, you got this what did Queen's Flip call you in that interview when it was right after the Life is Goods? You called him the battle rap pretty boy or something like that. I think that was the words that Queen's Flip calls you on his show.
I'm a Queen's Flip a fucking weirdo.
So yeah, it was that interview was hilarious too. Both of them. That when I don't see that though. I just feel like that's you. There's no. I don't say you're of course when people think of Goodz, they think Goodz Da Animal, half a gallon. They think G&B. But I don't think I don't put a specific nickname to you like the Gumbar King to that, or you know what I'm saying, or the New York Bully Math. You know what I'm saying? I don't put a gimmick to you. You're just Goodz, and that's not a bad thing. That's just you. Right. And last question before we let you out of here, man. What is your opinion currently of the state of hip hop, the mainstream side? What is your opinion of the current state of hip hop right now?
I think hip hop is good, man. Maybe it was. I think it's good, man. What I learned, and I was one of the people saying hip hop is fucking crazy, is over there, whatever. But what I learned in hip hop is it changes. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff I'm used to is not what's hot now. Kids are used to this other stuff, the different kind of music. Hip hop changes, and it's gonna continue to change all the time, and that we can't be scared of it. That's actually growth. That hip hop is able to do so many different things. So just accept, the music, and it's not lyrical no more. It's not about being the best lyrical. It's not like that no more. Accept that. It changed to the best melody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I learned to accept that instead of bashing it and saying, yeah, this is not it, or blah blah whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, for about a good 50 minutes, I was able to chop it up with the battle rap icon Goodz Da Animal. Life is Goodz is everywhere. I'm pretty sure most of his music is either on DatPiff or all the major streaming services. If you haven't got the VOD, I don't know if you can't get the VOD now for Gnome, but if you have it, go watch him versus Tay Rock. It was an amazing battle. To me, battle of the night, tied with Twerk and Suge. You can follow him on all social media, basically, aren't you?
Everything. Twitter. I'm still on Twitter, the real Goodz. IG, Goodz Da Animal. Half a Gallon Goodz on Facebook. That's pretty much it.
Any closing words, any words of wisdom that you would like to share with the people before we sign out?
No. Support, man. That's all, man. Just support, man. Just support and show love. I show love back all the time, or for all the battle rappers. Just support and help them out, and that's pretty much it. Do what you gotta do.
Ladies and gentlemen, half a gallon Goodz, man. Y'all know the slogan. One love.